Good evening, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Today it is Tuesday, the 10th of November 2020, and I thought I'm just going to pop on here live for just a very, very short message and bringing a card for you as well. I hope everybody is well and you have had a good day. My name is Zsuzsanna Hörcsög. I'm a psychic and a medium, a healer, and an intuitive coach. I talk to the dead people, and I'm helping those ones who are here in transition of their lives, relationship, work, career, soul path, listening to your soul's calling. So that is what I'm really passionate about. But today what I want to talk to you about is just a little story what happened. At the back of my garden, I'm very fortunate to have lovely flowers, bushes, different things, and then towards the back I've got my vegetable plot to pretend that I am a gardener or enjoy that I'm a gardener. And today I go to one of the I think it's quite a large bush, and then I had to buy some sow, this kind of thing you do, the branches. And then also I was given another equipment to do the big chopping, because my little secretaries did not work. So you see, that's why I'm a really good gardener, because I know what I'm using my things, but I don't know the names. So here we go. Today I got a completely new sow, so I can do the sewing with the big branches, and then this huge cutter at the end. There is this little thing. So I went for this bush, and I've known this bush for about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. It has beautiful purple flowers at Easter time, and it has been always admired by everybody who has seen, because it's just absolutely beautiful, absolutely delightful, and it's so beautiful to sit underneath. The birds love it as well. And then I have a few ornaments on the branches, a bird feeder as well. So today I decided to go for the big branches, because it grew pretty much out of its shape. And then I could not handle with my little secretary. So I was going with these big tools there. And even though I remember we need to ask a plant when we want to take something from the plant, whether we are allowed to take, and the plant will tell us, show us, you feel in the energy, whether it is allowing us to take that branch or leaf or fruit. But today I did not do. I was just going for the big branches. And then I found myself, yes, with the big chopping equipment, it was very easy to chop the branches. And when I got to the chunkier ones, I started doing the sewing. And the more I was doing my work, the more sadness I was feeling, because I really realized that it really struck me that I want to help the plant to feel better and to blossom, be vigorous next year, and be even prettier and healthier. But I realized that for a tree or a branch to grow that branch, which I could hardly cut, must have taken years, and I'm there, nobody to start cutting a branch. And even though I am a really passionate gardener, it really struck me that we are absolutely nobody when it comes to taking a branch or hurting a tree or cutting or giving any pain to that tree. But I kept going, and I was really observing myself. I was thinking, oh, when is the point when I'm stopping myself? Because I really felt that I can't change. Once I chop a branch, it's not going to be there. I have to take it away, and the tree remains how it is. The bush tree remains how it is. And I tuned into the energy of the tree, because with plants we feel their energy. If we hurt them, if we take something unnecessary, or when the plant is not ready to give us that branch or leaf or fruit, but then we feel the energy of that plant. But then I did not feel any such thing. I finished my cutting business. I became very, very quite sad about the whole mission. And I was really feeling, oh my goodness, how would I deal with this? Because now that beautiful bush is really cut into quite a little thing, But then the interesting thing was when I turned back, I walked away, but when I turned back, I immediately, in my mind's eye, I see the new shoots coming forward and seeing what it will look like next season. But then it really made me think. And then of course there is another one in front of my place, so I was going for that one as well. But then I was more mindful of how much or how many branches I would go for, how much I would go to the root with my structuring. But it really made me think that we are absolutely nobody to take a branch or do any cutting or any such thing. There is, I understand that there is an argument that yes, we need to do landscaping or helping the environment. But then if you think how people were managing hundreds of years ago, whether they would do any such thing just to cut a branch because it did not look nice or it was growing too broadly on one side, it really made me think that we need to go back and learn from those people or those cultures or those experiences. We really need to feel into. And it also made me think that those people who are going for big forests and cutting trees and massively, not just a branch or two, like I did today, but massively, they don't have that personal touch, feeling the tree, really hugging the tree or holding the branch while I'm trying to cut the other end. But then using something else to do their work. And then I feel that is somehow that feeling into the energy of the plant is not present, and we just so need to remember that. And I also thought how we teach the next generation about treating anything which is living, be it an animal or be it a plant. And it is just so important that I really feel that if it was possible, if it would be possible, every child could have or should have something they look after. An animal, a dog, a cat, a parrot, anything, or a plant, or a plot of land where they are caring for something. And then I feel that in the moment when we start caring for something else living, then the focus is on the other thing over there, the other living thing, and it is not on us. So if you imagine that generation growing up, knowing that the world is much more beautiful and richer when we can care for something, somebody else, be it an animal or a plant or each other, then there is a different frequency we are creating, and that becomes natural for everybody, for that generation. And then for those of us who have grown up, it is just a mindful point to consider that, yes, we can take a walk in a forest, we can hug trees, we can talk to them, we can look at them, we can take pictures, we can paint them, we can do anything, we can hide behind them, we can sit underneath, we can meditate with them, we can breathe with them, breathe into them, we can feel their stories, we can do anything. But then doing something so intimate to a plant, cutting a branch using some very sharp tool it really brought me back, brought me home, brought it to me really that it is such a profound, such a saint. It's very, very, it's so very special for the tree, so very special for that plant when we do something like this. So personally, I will keep my eyes on that bush there and then one at the front, because today I felt I took a different step. I took it further, not too much further, but then in my practice I did more than what I would normally do. And then I really felt on myself the emotional impact, and then just made me really think that it's just so important to have that awareness and that understanding. So yes, I think that the thing what we can do is helping the next generation to understand this. and not just understand, but then really feel. They really need to grow into that sense. You see, sense that I care for somebody else, and life is much more richer, much more beautiful, complete when we care for each other. Okay, that's the point. Yeah. Okay, bringing you 3 cards, people. Okay, when we care for each other. Bringing you 3 cards. What I have here, Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Okay, here we go. 3 cards. Think about 1, 2, 3. With my plant, I think my plant was not upset because I did not feel any. I did not sense any. In fact, it felt like it felt that the plant is curious. My tree out there is curious. Now, it's what is going to happen as we move into this season and move into the spring, the next season. So I feel that balance, that energy out. On my conversation in my head. Okay, 3 cards using Earth Magic. Choosing 3. Okay, so choose a number there for yourself. 1, 2, 3. In fact, you know what I want to do? No, I'm going to do 1 card. It feels more like a 1 card. It's 1 card for everybody, okay? I feel, okay, what I want to say about plants is that those plants who are here on this earth plane, they have been put here because in our current time and understanding, they are the ones which or who needs to teach us something, some lessons. The plants which were here before, and then the ones who are coming, just like us, coming down, being here, or being born, not yet known, but being born. They will have a different type of lesson. Right now we need to learn that type of lesson, what we are learning from our plants. Okay. What I'm feeling is that yes, we need to know about, we need to keep those traditions known by different cultures. Okay. Throughout our time and timeline, we need to know about that. But what I'm feeling here, what the guides are saying is that individually, that is our responsibility to tune into the plants and tune into the animal world, to know what we need to know and what we need to understand and how we need to treat them. Okay, and it's on the individual basis. Every single one of us have a slightly different lesson to learn with the animal world and the plant world, with the plants. Okay. Oh, I feel there will be something more coming on this one as well in the forthcoming days. It's like opening a book, and then all the things are coming to me. But now I'm just going to be short here. Okay, bringing you a card. Okay, before I pick up the card, I have the sense that plants and animals are always a couple of steps ahead of us. We feel that we are in charge. We feel that we know. We feel. We believe that we are in charge. That's the one. We believe that we are in charge, and we believe that it is us who need to do something for them or with them, be it their animals, the animals or the plants. But in fact, all of them are a few steps ahead of us, simply because of their frequency, because they are not stuck. So amazing! Never thought about this, but then that's why I love this work, because what the information is giving us, they are always a few steps ahead of us, because they don't have that thinking, that mind, that ego, that frequency. They are not stuck on that level how us humans are being stuck, and that's why they are always a few steps ahead of us. If you have a question, I see your name. I can see. Thank you for being here. Right now, I'm not taking personal questions. There is another time when I say readings or what do we call free readings or live event. please watch out for those ones, and that is the time when I pick questions, or I take questions and I give answers. Right now the conversation is about something else, okay? So but then thank you for being here. Please follow the page, because these opportunities are always there. And then once, if you know how I work, there's a question and the answer comes like that, okay? So what we were saying about the plants and then the animals, that there are always a few steps ahead of us. And this is we need to keep the balance, and we need to keep that order in our current world, and understanding that the plants and the animals are always ahead of us, and then it is us who need to be respectful with them and towards them, and not vice versa. Okay, and we need to teach the next generation to do the same, to feel the same, to live in the same way. And then if we have made a mistake on that understanding, with this understanding, that our opportunity, or our how we can make it, turn it into a better sense, that we teach the next generation, and we remind each other to do the same. So if I have made a mistake, just like I did not make a mistake, I don't feel I made a mistake with cutting my tree out there, but then the whole conversation is created in this way, so that those people who are listening to this, whether here or YouTube or somewhere else, we just remind ourselves and each other that we got that responsibility. Okay, plants and animals are always ahead of us, and it is us who are learning, and we need to be respectful, and we need to be grateful for that, to be here on this earth plane. So I think it's a very very beautiful message today. So card, let's see the card I picked. Meadow, vulnerability. Yes, vulnerability. We think that the animals and the plants are the ones who are vulnerable, but in fact it is us. And then I feel that we have the balance. So look at the tree, the back of the card. It's not that this way or that way. Whichever way I look at it, it is about balance. And of course, this is not just a tree, but not representing the whole world, okay, the world we live in. Okay, so I'm going to close this conversation right now. Thank you very much for being here. If you liked, or if you enjoyed, or if you heard, or if you sensed something in this conversation, please feel free to share and invite other people. I'm planning to do the live readings towards the end of the week or at the weekend, so please watch out for any information or any announcement. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you would like to comment, come back to the Facebook page, which is Zsuzsanna Medium. Please watch out for the spelling. You can find it in one of the corners, how it goes, or find further information on my website, which is www.zsuzsannamedium.com. Again, the name, check out the spelling. And follow this page, so anytime when I'm here, and then that is a time to ask questions, you could be the first one or the second one, or really on top of the list, so that I give answer for. Thank you very much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. I love you for being here and finding this page, and have a gorgeous evening. And just remember the plants and the animals next time you see one. Thank you. Here we go, one of them. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye.